afternoon, everyone. There's a smile. I guess y'all can hear me this time. This is John with the Engaged Youth Forum, and we are here with an amazing group of young people. We're so excited to have them here, and they're giving their time to be a part of what we're doing. The Engaged Youth Forum is a session where we have some issues that are facing the youth with answers from the youth. And can y'all hear me okay out there? Thumbs up?
Better.
Very good. All right. So what we want to do, and before we get started with the introductions, I just want to remind you that this is a personal vlog. Okay, what we're doing is we're thinking of different things that may be affecting our youth during this time of isolation, the time of getting information from our leaderships about what we should or should not be doing. And so we want to know, how is it impacting the youth? But instead of us giving the answers, we're asking the young people to share their thoughts. And so what they're giving you are their opinions. They're not giving advice. They're not telling people what to do. They say, if it were me, this is something I would consider. Okay, this is how I may address a friend of mine. And they're just sharing their feedback on some of the things. But what I found is their answers have been very beneficial. And I believe they could help some of their friends or some of the other peers who may be in your life. So let's do this. We're going to go ahead and start with introductions, and let's see what they have for us today.
Hi, my name's Tony, and I like acting and sports.
Acting and sports. Welcome, Tony. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Caleb, and I play sport, football and basketball.
Caleb is an athlete also, played football and basketball. Any good, Caleb? You are good? Okay. All right. You think you can take me?
Yeah, I'm 5'5".
You said it would call. Yeah, I can take you. So thank you, Caleb, for introduction. Hi.
I'm Amila, and I like sports, music, and video games.
Amila, thank you so much. Amila, do you think you and I together we can take Caleb? Amila said, I think I can, but I don't know about you. You might be a little old. Well, we're so excited again for having you all here. Thank you so much for giving up your time. So today's topic is we speak with regards to how individuals who are given instructions from a person or an authoritative figure, and sometimes they don't always follow those instructions. And we're speaking specifically to in response to this COVID-19. We have some recommendations from the CDC. We have recommendations from government, recommendations from our leaders, and not everyone's following those instructions. So there are several questions. The first one, I think, is, so we've been told that very shortly things are going to start opening up. They said they may start opening up as early as May. Definitely by June, we expect to see some things in a phase opening up. So how do you all feel about opening up at this point with what you know about the COVID?
I feel like because the numbers keep rising, I don't think we should open up now, but like maybe during summer we can open up, since lots of scientists say that that heat can kill the virus. So since the sun will be out a lot in summer, we could open up in the summer, but not now.
Okay, very good. So you think it might be a little soon. Caleb, what are your thoughts?
I feel like it's probably around the right time since it's getting towards summer, like Tony said. But with the cases, I haven't heard many major cases about the virus, but I know that it's still around.
So you kind of on the fence. Maybe we can do it, but you're going to keep your ears open to see what happens. Amila, what are your thoughts? Is it too early to go out there, Amila?
I think it's too early because there's still a lot of people who have the virus, and that can really hurt people. And so if we just let everyone go out, then it's going to be more cases than we already have.
Okay. So now I'm not out much, and I don't know whether you all are either. Okay. But what I've heard is that we were given instructions on how to maintain safe distance, be socially isolated, to give the virus a chance to die down. Okay. But there are some people who gave no attention to that. So regardless of what we were instructed by our government leaders, people were still congregating. So tell me, what do you think about individuals who would still endanger themselves and potentially put other people at risk, Amila?
I don't really think that's right because then you could just it's like if you accidentally just take it home to everyone and then you could just give it to other people and then you wouldn't even know because some people don't even know they have it.
Okay. So Caleb, each person has the right to do what he or she wants to do. Okay. So how do you feel individuals should exercise those rights given the potential damage that may be associated with COVID?
I feel like even with their rights, they should still listen to the government and stay home because this virus is deadly.
Okay. Tony, what do you think?
I think, well, that's not very safe because you can also get yourself in danger, like infected, and other people, and that's not okay because why would you be okay with just spreading the virus? If I get you want to have fun and go outside, but still you need to be safe. Your health comes first.
Okay. So if I make the decision because I have the right to do it, but I do it at the risk of endangering other people, I'm going to use a term I think is selfish. What do you think? Someone, I saw a few head shakes, but how would you interpret that behavior?
I just stay away from that person.
Say if you want to get yourself sick, that's your call, but not me.
Oh.
All right. So this leads us into our final question. Caleb made reference about the authorities giving instructions on what we should do. Have you ever experienced a situation, or do you know of a situation where someone tried to tell, maybe, okay, let's say you tried to tell someone something. They came to you and they asked you for your opinion. You told them what you felt was right, what you knew was right. They didn't listen to you. How do you feel about someone who asks you a question, you tell them the right thing, but they still do what they want to do? Amila?
Then why ask the question to the person? I mean, if you're asking them and you're not even going to take it what they say, then you might as well not even ask.
Okay. So have you experienced anything like that, Amila, where someone came to you for advice or your opinion, you told them they didn't listen to you, even though you told them what you knew was right?
My brother,
And what happened to the person?
well, it ended up being like, oh, he decided that he wanted to do it or not.
So they decided that they really didn't want it. They wanted you to tell them what they wanted to hear. Yeah. Caleb, what do you think? Somebody comes to you for feedback and you tell them what you know is right and they go out and do what they want to do anyway.
I feel like that's dumb. Like, there's no reason for you to ask me a question if you're not going to listen to me.
Very good. Tony?
I feel ignored. Like, if you're gonna ask me a question, I'm gonna give you some of my advice. If you don't want to listen, then why'd you ask me, or just ask someone else?
Yeah. Or not ask anybody, just go and do what you're going to do anyway. So for those of you who have some young people in your life, they may or may not ask you questions. They may ask you a question, but they may already have in their mind what answer they're looking for. So many times what I'll say is, well, do you really want to know? Or are you going to do what you want to do anyway? I don't know what, did you all hear that?
Sorry,
No?
that was my fault.
That was you? Oh, okay. All right. Well, this is the Engaged Youth Forum. And again, today's topic revolved around individuals who have been given information on how to protect themselves, not only themselves, but to how to protect others, and then to give their families a chance to recover, especially with what we're dealing with the COVID. Some people are listening to this. Some people are heeding the instructions. Other people are disregarding it. They're making their decisions based on what they feel is right. Some people even protesting, demanding their right. Okay. But we're talking about your health. We're talking about people's health. And so our group of young people said that right now it may or may not be the right time to open up, but if you're going to open up, make sure that each individual takes responsibility for doing what's best for himself, herself, and what's best for their family. So this is the Engaged Youth Forum. Thank you all so much for sharing your feedback. I agree with you all. I don't know if it's ready or not. We're ready not to open it back up. But if they do open up, I want you all to be safe. Is that all right? Very good. So we're going to sign off, and I'm looking for smiles. I'm looking for energy. Everyone unmute and give me some time of affirmation. This is a message that we share when we close all of our sessions. If you've not heard it today, if no one have come to you and told you just how valuable you are, then this is what we want to do. We want to remind you, 1, 2, 3.
You are important.
You are important. We want to tell everyone. We want to exclude no one. We want someone to walk away knowing their value. Thank you all so much for your time, and we'll see you all next week, okay? Y'all be safe.